Tucker Carlson's explosive interview with one Nick Fuentes has garnered the criticism of many political commentators on the right. And I know they have a feud with Ben Shapiro, particularly Fuentes' statements about how Shapiro torpedoed him in the beginning and tried to bring him down when he was basically a nobody. Shapiro spent the majority of his show yesterday uh, playing some of the many things that Nick Fuentes has said. And I start out by saying this. I'll tell you this, my feeling about Nick Fuentes. I don't think this guy's a serious person. I think he says a lot of provocative things, a lot of things that are going to infuriate a lot of people, that's going to garner a lot of attention. But for the most part, I don't think he's a serious person. They claim that he's a leader of the alt-right and white supremacy. First of all, the guy's got Mexican blood in him. As far as I know, all the information that I received and looked up, and I lived in Mississippi for a period of time, so I came across some Klan rallies, particularly in the late 90s. I don't think nobody in the Klan or that was associated with the Klan in those years ever had Mexican blood. So the idea that this guy is a leader of some sort of white supremacy Nazi group is ridiculous on his face. And when people try to validate him as a leader of anything, I find that completely ridiculous. There has been, and then here's the many things. Even Tucker Carlson has mentioned it about. There's been rumors about him and being gay and call him a little gay kid and all that. And Dana Lash on her show said that she had receipts. She had receipts. That she had a video that in one of his live, they came out that he was watching gay porn or stuff like that. So strike one, Mexican blood. I think he said his grandfather on his father's side is Mexican. Strike two, if he has anything to do with homosexuality, that's going to be strike two. So that's got to be the weirdest. Excuse me. That's got to be the weirdest leader of any sort of white supremacy Nazi group. Why people take him seriously, why people give him all this attention, it's a testament to his talent. I'm not going to deny that. I'll be a hater to say, oh, he's just a nobody. No, the guy's got talent. And that's why he provokes people. He says the right things to get up under people's skin. But to any sort of fashion to take this guy seriously, it's just ridiculous. And people just need to stop. They need to just stop talking about him. I think we got bigger problems in this country and in the right to deal with than to be spending our time talking about an interview with some guy who clearly doesn't have the genetic makeup to even be a leader of whatever they're accusing him of, the leader of being of. So in his face, that's a ridiculous thing to even engage in. In my opinion, we should be focusing more on the left, more on the rights of communism. As we speak, the front runner for the mayor of New York is in the lead. I'm looking at the polls right now in front of me. He's got 49.6% of the votes, and according to CBS News, they're crowning him the winner. So essentially, the financial center of the world has fallen to communists. Yet, on the right, we're spending our time talking about some guy who says a lot of dumbass shit. And he has a group of some, I guess, young people that follow him and call gropers or whatever. And I'm not saying to completely dismiss the guy, but we need to turn our attention more towards the rise of these socialists, these democratic socialists in this country, than some talented kid behind the mic talking shit. That's my pitch to conservatives. We need to get past this. The pro-Israel camp, it's getting a little sensitive. It's getting a little sensitive for the people that are in that camp. I'm not saying to not denounce anti-Semitism, but we're sort of getting like the left. that if you don't share the same views about Israel, that you're somewhat anti-Semitic. Tucker Carlson and others alike, Dave Smith and others alike, they're asking questions that many of us have. I really don't really care much about that whole situation with Israel, but I do agree we shouldn't be sending all our money to Israel. We shouldn't be getting dragged into wars that have nothing to do with us. And if you want to accuse me of being anti-Semitic, then so be it. But I'm not, in no shape or fashion, I'm anti-Semitic. But to ask these questions to politicians who are shilling for Israel, to call them out, there's nothing wrong with that. But the bigger problem that we're facing is all these socialists trying to take over the country. And the playbook is going to be even bigger. What they're doing in New York, they're going to do it everywhere else. Mass migration. There's so many things that we can talk about, that we need to be talking about, that we need to be addressing. The voter turnout. Like I said, I'm seeing several different polls in front of me, and Republicans are getting shellacked in this election. I'm looking at the three major races, and Democrats won them all, which is the New York City mayoral race, the New Jersey governor, and the Virginia gubernatorial race. And they're not close. The New York one's somewhere close. Mondami's at 49.6. Cuomo's at 41.6. Cuomo's not a Republican. So it'll be Democrat versus Republican. Slee was at 7.9. The rest of the races, they're up by 15 points. We need to get people to vote in these midterm elections. We need to get people out. But yet we're spending our time with this bullshit and this Nick Fuentes shit and the things that he says and you know, repeating the video when he says it about Turning Point USA that he impregnated and he's effing it and effing it and effing it and effing it. This guy's a clown. This guy, and I'm sounding extremely repetitive because I don't grow thick fucking skin. We're acting like the fucking left. Honestly, I see all these people whining. Oh, he said this, he said that. I don't take him serious. To tell you the truth, this guy doesn't bother me in the slightest. And I'm gonna share with you some of his highlight reel, all the dumb shit that he says. But man, forget this guy. I mean, for everybody who's MAGA that follows Trump, Trump hasn't entertained this guy not one bit. Doesn't even talk about this asshole. So this whole crowning him leader of this and he's dangerous and he's this, he's dangerous to who? To who? You could tell, you could look at him and tell he was one of these kids that got slapped around. They probably took his lunch in school and stuff like that. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We need to get back on track. We need to keep talking about mass migration, the deportations, how we need to stop the silent takeover. And if we look at all these electoral maps, how demographics have changed elections, how we are losing a lot of key elections and a lot of key battles, that's what we need to be focused on. That's where the focus should be. I ask for unity and the right. I'm not saying don't ask any questions, don't have disagreements. That's all fine and dandy, but we need to stay on point with the message, on point with keeping the republic, keeping the conservative movement going, instead of worrying about Nick Fuentes. But I'll share some of the highlight reel, some of what Ben Shapiro had played on a show earlier. This guy's saying a lot of dumb shit. That's essentially it. But without further ado, I'll let you listen to it to yourself.
Will kill, rape, and die for Nicholas J. Fuentes. Political decisions. I'm not attacking women. I'm attacking whores. You have no problems, right? I'm attacking whores. I'm attacking sluts. Stupid, dirty bitches.
Nick Fuentes says that Jim Crow was actually better for black people.
It was better for them too, number one, but number two, who cares? Who cares? You know, enough with the Jim Crow stuff. Who cares? Oh, to drink out of a different water fountain. Big fucking deal. Oh no, they had to go to a different school. Their water fountain in that famous picture was worse. Who cares? Grow up. Drink out of the fucking water fountain. It's water. It's the same. You know? And, even if it was bad, who cares? Who cares? It's better. It's better in general. We all agree it was better for them. It's better for us. Better in general.
Nick Fuentes says that white people are justified in being racist.
Reason that we talk about this, by the way, I know a lot of black people see this and they go, man, why are you always talking about black people, this and that? Because there just needs to be some shame here. Well, there's a few reasons. First, white people are every single bit justified in being racist.
Highlight reel of Shapiro shared of Nick Fuentes saying all this dumb shit. Saying that white people are justified in being racist, that people should die in rape in his name. That to me speaks to a louder tone that this guy has like some sort of like issues from childhood, maybe. Maybe he got picked on a lot. He looks like that type that got picked on a lot. Type of motherfuckers that you just slap them around just because they look goofy, just because, just for the hell of it. And I honestly think he doesn't even believe a lot of the shit he says himself. He just says it to gain attention. And to his credit, he's won. Everybody's talking about him. I'm talking about him. So the best way to deal with this clown in conclusion is to not talk about him at all. I mean, I brought it up because I feel like my message was more of a, who gives a shit about this guy? Rather than, well, he said this, he said that, here are my feelings, blah, 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 blah. It is what it is, man. It's a free country, man. As long as he's not trying to rally people to go kill other people in his name or, try to overthrow the government or some shit like that. It is what it is, man. It's a free country. He can say all the dumb shit he wants. As long as if it's not illegal for the things that he says. But as long as he's saying what he's saying and he's not inciting violence and inciting people into committing crimes, he can say what he wants, man. People just need to grow thick skin and not talk about this guy anymore. As oblivious as he was when those earlier clips that they showed that I guess he had the AF for America First, that he had barely viewers, just make him irrelevant again. Instead of making America great again, make him irrelevant again. This guy's not MAGA. This guy's not serious. This guy just wants attention. And he wants to make a living off of talking shit. And he's succeeding somehow right now. So kudos to him for accomplishing his dream, because I honestly don't believe what the fuck he's really saying. I think he's just running his mouth. But it is what it is. We just need to make him irrelevant again. Stop talking about him. But that's all I got for y'all. Look forward to more episodes coming up, more stuff. This is just sharing a few thoughts because it's been in the news cycle. It's been in not the news cycle because I don't really watch what they call mainstream media. I'm pretty much staying in the podcast world and I follow some people, but it's been in I guess it's been in the algorithm. So I felt I'd jump on the bandwagon, but it is what it is, man. This guy's just not a serious person. We just let him be. Anyway, thank you for joining me today in the Conservative Revolt. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It costs you nothing. And I'll see you on the next one.